Hi everyone. Okay, so today we are doing a love reading about their current feelings for you. Now, this is a specific person you have in your mind. You could be in a relationship with them, in a no contact situation, in a limited contact situation, or you simply like them and you want to know what they feel for you. This is a general reading, which means it may or may not apply to everyone. So please take it only if it resonates with your story. Now, another thing is that energies are always flexible. So whatever story will come out today, these can be your energies or your partner's energies. So please check accordingly. And this goes for cross watchers also who are here to see for their Scorpio partners. This reading can be applied to your sun, moon, or rising sign. Now, let me quickly explain you the whole pattern of this reading. We will take cards out for your recent past, present, and upcoming future, and then the overall guidance for you from universe, right? Okay, so let's start with the love reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of May. And first we will take out 3 cards here for the recent past and we'll see what energies are guiding us here. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so Scorpio, 3 cards here for the recent past. We have 9 of Earth over here. We have 6 of Earth over here. We have 2 of Earth. Scorpio, most of you are dealing with an Earth sign, okay? Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Most of you, not everybody because it's a general reading, but most of you are dealing with an Earth sign over here. Alright, so we have 9 of Earth over here. 9 of Earth is your partner's energy, Scorpio. What I sense over here is that in the recent past, this person is behaving very aloof, okay? Aloof in the way I don't feel that they are kind of breaking up with you or they are kind of walking away, not for most of you, but they are there, their presence is there, the physical presence is there, but they are distant, they're emotionally distant, they're mentally distant. Some of them are physically distant too, they're kind of not meeting up, making excuse, okay? Or they have kind of, if you guys were living together or you guys are married, they got up and they probably shifted to another place for a while, okay? But I don't sense a no contact situation for most of you. There is contact, but like I said, this person is all about themselves. They're all about themselves in the recent past over here. They're focusing on their dreams, they're focusing on their career, they're focusing on their achievements, they're focusing on, their interest, if they want to party out, if they want to, travel, if they want to do solo trips or even with trips with other people, they're doing everything that they want to do, okay? Somehow neglecting your emotions, okay, in this connection, right? So if they know that, let's say, if I'll go to trip with this particular person or if I will, kind of not do this particular thing, it's gonna hurt Scorpio. So despite knowing that, they're doing it. They're doing it. Right. Now, do they want to hurt you? I don't sense that they really want to hurt you. That's not their main agenda, but it's almost like, right now, they just want to live for themselves. It's almost like, that I can't just not do things, okay, just because Scorpio will get hurt, right? I also have one life and it's a short life and life is unpredictable and I want to do everything that I want to do. Like right now, this person really wants to have a bachelor kind of a life, like a single life, with no strings attached. Okay, some of them could be, really keeping up the physical connection up with you, physical relationship with you, but they are not open for, emotional responsibility and the, like the mental responsibility. They don't mind, sleeping around with you, but they don't want to, like I said, take the responsibility of your happiness. Okay, they don't want to take the responsibility of protecting your heart over here, right? So even if you guys have been married or you guys have been committed, this person really wants to act like you guys are having some kind of fling or it's some kind of hookup. I know it sounds crazy, especially if you guys have been married. Okay, but that's how they just want to do. They want to live their life and they want to do their own thing, and they don't want you to ask everything what they're doing. Okay, in fact, they get irritated when you do. Okay, so it's almost like, the reason that they are in contact with you is because of this only, that so that you don't really come after them, that what is wrong with you or something. Like, okay, they just maintain some contact, tell you whatever is necessary, and then they feel that, okay, we are done now, please, you get involved in your life and let me be in my life. For some of them, they have also achieved something in their professional life, or they have gained some kind of monetary stability, which has only made them more stubborn. Okay, see, some people, they appreciate their achievements and progress. This person, it's getting onto their head basically, right? But they just want to live their life and they want to be suddenly single, they want to suddenly be bachelor, they want to suddenly be cool, right? And like I said, it's gonna sound crazy to the people who are married and have kids with them. It doesn't matter what age they are in, 15 or 50. This person suddenly wants to feel that life is short and I want to do whatever I want to do. I can't take the responsibility of anyone's happiness. I can only, take off mine, and I'm going to do that. Right? Six of Earth. Six of Earth is your energy, and you're trying to be very positive over here. You are trying to bring some balance into this relationship by being understanding. Okay, but you are letting this person know, although you're doing it politely, because you know that there is no point fighting with them, there is no point here creating a mess, creating a drama, because that's what this person wants. Because see, if you will fight and if you're creating a drama, this person will get an excuse to not to talk to you or to escape, right? And that's what they want right now. So you're understanding that, and you are not really trying to aggravate the situation. Okay, but you are letting this person know that whatever they're doing, you are not fine with it. Okay, you have your self-respect, you have a benchmark for this connection, you have your boundaries, and they can't just suddenly out of nowhere start treating you like they don't know you, or it's a fling, or they just met you yesterday and it's no string attached, or friends with benefits. It's kind of like you want to tell them, are you crazy or what? And can't you see like how much this is hurting me, right? Don't you have any empathy? Like, you really want to say this to this person's face, and some of you must be doing it, but for most of you, you're taking a little soft approach. You're letting this person know that this is how much your efforts are bothering me, and we are in a relationship, we are in a commitment, we are married, okay, whatever it is. So, we have to have this transparency. We have to kind of let each other know what is happening in our lives, and we have to keep the conversation and the communication, honest over here. Because see, do you see, a deer over here, white deer? So, white is all about purity, innocence, like you're in no mood to create any kind of drama for yourself or for this person or for this relationship. You're already saying that, listen, I don't want to fight. I give up. You win. But let's not, ruin the connection. Because you're very emotional about this person, and some of you have really invested into it, made like some huge sacrifices. And suddenly this person, now wants to go on a solo ride, and of course this is taking a toll on you. But you don't want to kind of do any impulsive thing, okay, which will give this person a chance to actually escape. You want to understand what is it, why they are behaving, why suddenly they want to go solo. Is it like somebody else they're interested in, or it's just are they bored of this connection or something? You want to know what is it, and if it's temporary, if it's permanent, you know that you can only have your answers by being patient with this person, right? So you're keeping a lot of patience over here, a lot of maturity over here. We have Two of Earth over here. Okay, now Two of Earth is the energy of this relationship. So definitely this connection is very unstable right now, guys. One moment it feels that, okay, maybe, it's gonna get fine. Another moment it feels, no, the distance is really increasing, and your partner is really going their own way. So there's a lot of disbalance which is happening in this relationship right now. Emotions are there, but like I said, your partner has shut down those emotions. They don't want to think from their heart right now. They're completely thinking from their mind. They're completely being logical about it. That's why, despite knowing that their actions or words might be hurting you, they're carrying whatever they have been doing. Okay, because it's just like that. When will I live for myself then? If I live for Scorpio right now, when will I live for myself then? That kind of energy. So Scorpio has to adjust. And I'm not stopping Scorpio to live their life, but I want to live my life. Come on, Scorpio can't be so selfish. That kind of thing. So they're giving reasons to themselves to do what they want to do, and that is why there's a lot of, disbalance in this relationship. One moment it's just going this way, another moment that way, and of course this is taking a toll on you because you do not know, like I said, whether this is temporary, whether this is permanent, is this connection or marriage over, or should you be kind of giving this person time, or should you close the chapter and gather courage to walk away. You don't know, but one thing is clear to you, that you can only have these answers by right now staying with this person and being patient with them. Because if you will also walk away out of anger, they'll have their agenda done, because that's what they're wanting right now. Okay, then you might never get your answer. That's what you feel, and tomorrow even if they come back, they can put it on you that you went away. I just wanted a little break. I never said that you walk away, right? So you were also trying to be balanced over here, and you also are trying to be visionary over here, because more than anything what you right now need is answers, Scorpio, right? To decide that what next. All right, okay guys, so now I will take out 3 cards here for the current energies, and we'll see how you're feeling, Scorpio, how your partner is feeling currently, and what is happening in this relationship. Okay, so we have 4 of earth over here, we have 9 of air over here, and we have 5 of water over here. Okay, we have 4 of earth over here. Okay, now 4 of earth is your partner's energy, right? So 4 of earth is all about holding something very close to your heart. Like they're holding something in their hands, but very close to their heart. Okay, so it's almost like the reasons that why they're doing this, or whatever is bothering them, or why they are choosing not to give you the importance, or they're choosing not to give you the clarity or the commitment over here, is something that they're keeping close to their heart right now. They don't want to open up about it. Okay, they want to keep it as a secret, because maybe what I'm getting over here is that they're not sure themselves whether this is temporary or permanent. Okay, right now they're testing the waters. Right now they know that this is what they need, so they're doing it. But do they also want to quit this relationship permanently, or do they want to come back? They themselves don't know, right? Because see, this person, like I said, is being very practical. They feel that what if tomorrow I don't like being alone, or what if I don't find people who would really invest in me, and this is just a temporary phase. What if I would meet Scorpio, or I'll regret losing Scorpio? Then what? Then there is no going back the way they are behaving, right? Okay, and or for others this is actually about a third party for some of you, and your partner is completely hiding it. Okay, because the more they'll talk, the more you'll observe them, and Scorpios can really observe. Okay, they have that eye to observe. They don't really have to answer it through your words. They can just have the answer by sitting with you. Very intuitive people, right? So that's why they kind of just keep running away from you, because they are hiding that they have a third party. So either they themselves are not sure whether they want to be with you or not, that is why they're not giving the clarity, or they have a third party, guys, right? But this person is right now not in the condition to open up. They're not in the condition to open up. Okay. Now we have 9 of air over here. Okay, the 9 of air is your relationships energy. So what I feel over here is that right now, your connection is okay. It is in the process of coming out of you can say a phase, not so good phase, basically. Okay, because 9 of air is all about mental anxieties, okay, fears and overthinking, and like being negative about everything, being negative about your partner, being negative about your relationship, being negative about the future of this connection. Okay, so somehow right now what is happening. Okay, like you are being negative about them because of course the way they are behaving, it's very normal to be negative about them. They are just overall being very pessimistic about the future of this connection. They feel that we have lost the spark. They feel that I also want to live my own life, and I don't want to take the responsibility, and I don't want to invest. Maybe I don't want to get committed only to anybody. And even if they have a third party, guys, let me tell you, it's not that they're in love with them, but they just want to have fun, basically. Okay, but overall this person is being pessimistic and you're being negative about them. You want to be hopeful, but somehow it's becoming very difficult for you. Okay, so for both of you, it is not a very healthy energy. That is why your relationship is kind of coming out. See, it's not completely out, but it's coming out of a difficult phase. Okay, that phase is going on. But with the 9 of air, what I feel is that there is a better time waiting for this connection. Okay, because if you see, once like she is completely out of it, okay, once she completely breaks free, she's ready to fly over here. But for most of you, I feel that this particular stage, your connection has not yet reached. Okay, it is probably gonna reach soon. Okay, see, it's a general reading, so timelines can't be rigid. Maybe for some of you, you have really passed this phase, as you have kind of saw the most difficult times with each other. Right now you have the clarity, but for most of you, what I feel is that your relationship is in the middle somewhere. Okay, it's in the middle somewhere where the whole cycle has not been completed. And see, the most painful part of any cycle is right before it gets completed. That is what is happening. That's why it's becoming so painful for both of you. But with 9 of air, I want to tell you, for most of you, things are about to change for good for you. It might not feel over here, but they're about to. Right? But currently, for most of you, you guys are just having a lot of anxieties. You guys are living in fears. You guys have a lot of negative overthinking going on. Your partner also feels that I don't know, maybe I can't be committed to them. Okay, not for everyone. It's like they feel they've lost the spark. Okay, like I said, they're not even in love with the third party. Maybe they just feel that like I said, the commitment here cannot happen. Family issues can be there over there. Financial or stability issues can also be there, right? So because it's a general reading, different people can have different reasons, but there is a reason why your partner is escaping. Okay, it can be a third party. It can be, yes, they feel that now it has become boring. Thirdly, they just randomly are getting influenced by people around them. Maybe they have such company where people are okay cheating on their partners, and they want to try that. Suddenly they are feeling it. Okay, or like I said, they have family issues or career issues with them, but there is something close to their heart they're keeping, they don't want to discuss right now. Okay, 5 of water over here. This is your energy, Scorpio. Scorpio, you feel very depressed over here. Okay, you feel very depressed. You feel very low over here, right? And you think that this is something, your relationship has hit the rock bottom. You feel that firstly they're behaving very indifferent and cold towards me. They're hiding things from me. They're behaving very sneaky. And then now, like, some of you can feel that they're giving importance to other people, right? and this person is going out, okay, maybe chilling, putting the stories in status, right? When you call them or message them, they don't pick up your calls or messages, or if you're asking questions to them, they're not replying to those questions, giving you like random replies, right? Or if you have some major question about this relationship to ask, they don't have any answer to give. It is breaking your heart into million pieces. You are just shattered. You don't know what to do. You feel so low, you don't even feel like getting up from the bed. You probably have, important things to look upon. Some of you have family responsibilities or career responsibilities, but you just don't feel like getting out of bed. You don't feel like seeing yourself only in the mirror. It's so much, it's so much to take. It's just so emotionally overwhelming, and so it's just so painful. That excruciating pain, endless pain, unbearable pain, Scorpio, of someone just treating you like this, person you dearly, dearly love, person for whom you've done so much, and they just one fine day decides to ignore you, abandon you, be indifferent and insensitive towards you. You just feel this is worse than death for some of you, right? Okay, guys, so now I will take out 3 cards here for the immediate future. And, we'll see. Okay, but before that, guys, remember one thing, that energies are flexible, they're never rigid. So do not try to chase the timelines, ma'am, April readings, ma'am, May readings. Please, universe never works on our timelines, okay? The past, the present, the future, everything is happening simultaneously over there. See, I understand your anxiety about the readings, because the whole structure of YouTube has become very rigid when it comes to tarot readings, okay? People doing monthly readings, weekly readings, some are uploading daily videos. So you need to ask yourself, is all of the information for you? Maybe not, right? Okay, you need to understand that why people are doing that, okay? See, whenever universe has a message for you, it will reach out to you. Okay, universe is too perfect to make any such mistake, to miss out on any such thing. The medium can be me, it can be somebody else, or it can be something else, but you will get your message effortlessly. Even if you're locked up in a room, you have nothing, you'll still get your message, right? There's a reason why I'm sitting today and doing this particular sign only. So have faith in universe, guys. Don't chase, right? And that is why whatever will come for most of you, it will happen within May, but for others, it can happen in November also, in January also, next year, right? All right, so 3 cards here for the immediate future, and we'll see how you would be feeling, how your partner would be feeling, and what is happening here. All right, so 1 card came out. I'm going to take 2 more here. Okay, so we have the Chariot over here. The Chariot is the energy of this relationship, okay? So like I said, that your relationship, once it would be completed, this particular phase, painful phase would be completed, and your relationship would completely rise above. Like I said, the energy here, okay? She would be ready to fly, ready to take off, and that's what is happening with the Chariot, okay? Chariot, we have 2 horses, someone is ready to take off with the journey. This is the energy of your relationship. So now in the future, your relationship would be coming on track. It would be coming on track. It would be something, where a lot of balance will be achieved, okay? Your relationship will move in the right direction, okay? Why it would happen? It would happen, because you would be on the verge of giving up over here, a lot of you, and not because you want to keep ego with this person or you want to show them, but because you'll feel genuinely exhausted and you would feel that you have no strength to do that, okay? And a lot of you will just shut down. You'll not say anything to them, you'll not ask anything from them, you'll not fight, nothing. You'll just shut yourself down. And the moment this person would see that you're no more asking anything from them, you are no more saying anything to them, you're no more asking to meet, you're no more talking, for some time, yes, they can see maybe if you are trying to do it intentionally, but the moment they'll realize that you're not doing it intentionally and you're kind of just shutting down, okay, you are turning your emotions off for them, that is when they'll go crazy. Because for them, this was something, that they, like I said, they were never sure whether they want this, break to be permanent, or whatever, phase they are in of being bachelor and single to be permanent or not. They were never sure. Okay. And the strength they got to do all of this was because they always knew, somehow they had this unshakable faith that no matter what happens, Scorpio will be there. So they never had this insecurity that they might lose you. They always kind of felt that if somebody will walk away first, that would be them. But the moment you're shutting down over here, this is like shaking the earth beneath them. Because they've never seen you like this. They've never seen you shutting off for them. You've been the one, who has gone out of the way to take efforts for them, to convince them, You're the one now kind of not really being bothered about them, is eating them up. And that is when, they will come and talk to you, and they will come and, try to make things transparent and honest with you. And if it's a third party, like I said, anyways, they were not interested much in that for long term. They'll just gonna throw that third party out of their life, let me tell you. Because we have Chariot over here, right? We have the Empress over here. Empress was your energy. So you are coming into the most divine feminine energy over here. Okay, now when we say divine feminine, guys, understand we're not talking only about females here. Okay, these are just depiction of energies. Every soul has both divine masculine and divine feminine energies, right? So irrespective of your gender, guys, you will have both divine feminine and divine masculine energies. Okay, so right now, whether you're male or whether you're female, you're tapping into the divine feminine energy. Now, what is divine feminine energy? Someone who is very sure about herself, someone who will never bow down to wrong things, someone who's not afraid of, hurting herself if it's for the right thing, someone who would do anything, okay, to save her respect, okay? And that is where you're tapping into. You're the Empress, Scorpio. You're letting the partner know that, listen, I have been with you, I have done things for you, I have cried for you, I have sacrificed for you, not because I am weak, but because I genuinely, truly love you. But if you are going to take my love as weakness, then I will cut you off within no time. Even if it's going to kill me, I'm going to take that. But I will not allow you, okay, to treat me like a doormat, to treat me like I'm nothing. And you're rising above in your energy, you're becoming the Empress. There is no stronger energy than this energy in the entire tarot, let me tell you. And you're coming into this energy and you're telling them, you want to be with others, you want to be solo, you want to be single, you want to enjoy, have family issues, you have career issues. Okay, see, having issues is not a problem. But if you take those issues as an excuse to treat me bad, I'm not going to take it. So you can just get out from here. You're not insulting them, but you're being blunt over here, okay? And the moment you show your true face to them and you come into this strong feminine energy, like a warrior, like a soft warrior, basically, they are transformed into Queen of Water. They are keeping everything aside. Their stubbornness, their ego, the third party, the fears, all issues, and they're like, no, please don't do it. Now they are taking all the layers away and they are showing you the most vulnerable side of theirs, and that is their heart. Something which they locked, that is their heart, that how much they love you, because Queen of Water is all about love. All about love. And they're telling you that this much is how I love you. Yes, I've made mistakes, Yes, I've been acting stupid. Yes, if I had issues, I should have at least discussed with you. I should have been honest with you. I should have, then probably mutually we could have taken the decision. I've been a fool, but please do not go so blunt on me. Don't do that. So you triggered this transformation in them within seconds, just by being yourself. Because, like I said, you hit the rock bottom. There was nothing lower than this for you. And the only way, from here was to go up. And you went right to the divine feminine energy of Empress, and you triggered them to come into the Queen of Water if they wanted to save this relationship. Okay, and that is why we have the Chariot. Because now both of you are carrying it, not just one person, right? Okay guys, so now I will take out 3 cards here. Alright guys, so now I will take out 3 cards here and we'll see what universe wants to guide you in this situation. But before that, I want to say that after every video, at least one of you, even now, ask me that, ma'am, whatever you said about my partner, they are my energies, and whatever you said about me, they're my partner's energies. So guys, please understand one thing that I always say at the beginning of every video: the energies of 2 people in general readings are interchangeable. They are vice versa, right? So this can very well be your partner, Scorpio, who had been taking a lot of efforts and who had been making a lot of sacrifices and compromises just to be with you, okay? But you have been unfair to them, and they're kind of taking the decision to not to take it anymore, okay? To respect themselves, to fiercely protect their heart, okay? And this can very well be you who has suddenly been taken aback by seeing this change in your partner, and you are now really scared to lose them, because honestly you never thought that they'll leave your side. But now that they're doing, and they're not just leaving your side, but they are kind of turning their back forever, and they're glowing, they're feeling very confident, and this is like kind of this is kind of like shaking your whole world upside down. And so whether this is you or whether this is your partner, understand one thing, that either way this reading is correct, guys, okay? Please don't force yourself to fit into a character to claim this reading. No, be honest and choose your part wisely, because like I said, either way this reading is correct. All right, okay guys, so now I will take out 3 cards here and we'll see what universe wants to guide you in this situation. Okay, so we have the Fool here, we have 5 of Earth here, and we have 4 of Fire over here. Alright, so we have the Fool here. Now the Fool is your partner's energy, okay? So this person is kind of starting afresh, guys, okay? Like, they basically had a lot of assumptions, misconceptions, misbeliefs about this relationship and about you. And to an extent, you did contribute to this, Scorpio. See, I'm going to be honest, okay? Because the way you unconditionally kept providing to them, kept taking efforts for them, you kind of let this person believe that they really don't even have to lift a finger to be with you, okay? So somehow, their assumptions about this relationship, only became stronger, that they can do anything and Scorpio will still be there, right? Other than that, yes, they have been influenced by the bad company around them, or they don't really have a very, healthy family environment. Even the childhood probably was never healthy. So, the way they deal with the relationships is a little toxic, right? So whatever it was, all of that, right, all of that solid, you can say, blockages over here, all of that, issues over here that was blinding them, blocking them, all of that is gone, okay? Because they're starting afresh with number 0, okay? Like rebirth kind of a thing happening over here, and they're ready to now, take it with you. They're ready to kind of give it all to you. They're ready to learn from you. This person is keeping their ego aside, irrespective of their gender, and they're telling you, Scorpio, that I want to learn from you. I want to know, how you manage to be so selfless and so loving and giving, right? and this is your energy, 5 of Earth, you're also kind of understanding your own strength now, okay? Like you are, see, earlier you also had a little faulty understanding that strength comes in, the amount of pain you can keep taking, right? So you thought that you were being extremely strong by just taking everything that they were throwing at you, any kind of mistreatment, any kind of indifferent behavior, and you just kept on taking, and yet you were doing everything for them and you thought you were being extremely strong, okay? But with the Empress energy, by being completely yourself, by not being afraid, okay, of being alone, okay, of starting afresh with or without them, you also understood that the real strength comes from embracing the uncertainty and not by keep taking the pain, even if it is coming from the unfair treatment. The real strength is, tapping into the uncertainty, holding on to your self respect, holding on to faith, and then going that no matter what will come, I'm going to face it, but I will not compromise on my self esteem, my self respect anymore. And you're realizing that all this while you are holding on to the wrong notion of strength, and now you're realizing the real strength is within you, okay, with the Empress energy, right? Because see, these energies are so similar, right? Okay, we have 4 of Fire over here. Now this is the energy of your relationships. 4 of Fire is all about stability, commitments, marriages, like a passionate new beginning over here, right? People coming together and celebrating, okay? You're making it public, you're making it official, right? And not just to public, like both of you are being extremely vocal to each other. None of you are now holding back about their love, about their expressions, So this connection is definitely moving towards a lot of stability, right? Because like I said, the journey started with the Chariot, and now with the 4 of Fire, a lot of stability, marriage, commitments, family, everything is coming into this relationship. But most importantly, the balance is coming, which was not here, because you see there was a lot of disbalance. Because if you see how she's holding this, one hand above, one hand below, there's no balance over here. She's trying to balance, but here she's sitting, and you can only sit on something if on some pavement kind of a thing she's sitting, some wall, because it's balanced, okay? She's sitting so calmly, playing her flute, okay? Because there's a balance within. The earth within, the foundation within is, beneath is balanced, right? Unlike here. Sorry guys. So now what I'll do is that I will take this deck, I will shuffle the cards, and I will take out one card, okay? And I'll tell you like, all right, what extra message universe has for you, right? Okay. But before that, I want to say that, for the people who are coming every month, you guys are very well aware about the crystal jewelry that I offer. But for the people who are coming here for the first time, I want to tell you why it is important to wear crystals. See, crystals, they come from beneath the earth, and earth is the only planet in our entire solar system which has the power to give birth to life, okay? So you can imagine how magical our earth is, right? Now, because, all of these crystals are coming from beneath the earth, so each and every crystal, contains the same magic within it, same power within it, right? So now if you can extract these powers from these crystals and you align them with your energies, how powerfully and magically your life can change, right? Now the best way to do that is to wear the crystal. It's even more powerful than keeping the crystals, because when you wear the crystal, of course, it's making a direct contact with your energies, right? See guys, I've been dealing with crystals since very, very, very long, and I can tell you that in fact, crystals have been the power to guide me towards the tarot, because I started reading tarot much later, right? And crystals have benefited me in almost all areas of my life, my relationships, my finances, my health, protecting me from low vibrational energies, black magic energies, evil eye, negativity, and psychic attacks. See, psychic attacks are very real, very harmful, and very underestimated. What are psychic attacks? Let's say you're sitting somewhere and you're very excited or motivated to take a certain step in your personal life or professional life, okay? or you're expecting to hear a good news, but what happens, quite opposite happens. You hear a bad news about that certain thing, or you hear about a rejection, or delays happening, right? Or out of nowhere, your health takes a toll, or you start feeling anxious, you get panic attacks, and you have no particular reason why that is happening. But why it is happening? Because someone out there is sitting and thinking so negatively about you that they are sucking all your positivity out, okay? We call these people as energy vampires, right? Now, see, the best thing, okay, that crystals do over here is that they create that spiritual defense around you, okay? They create that protection around you, right? Now, another thing is that the crystals, they keep your intuition on point, okay? Now, what is intuition? See, intuition is that pathway which connects you and the universe. It is that pipeline, you can say, through which the intuition, universe messages flow through you. Intuition is that pipeline. But what is happening today, that because of all the greed, anxiety, temptations, betrayals, right, negativity, psychic attacks, because of all of this waste being in that pipeline, our intuition is blocked. So universe is not able to reach out to us. We don't get the guidance of the universe, right? So what happens? We're cut off from the universe. We're cut off from our source, our home. Now, what happens when you're cut off from your home? You feel lost, you feel depressed, you feel lonely, right? That's why world over mental health issues are increasing day by day. Okay, now crystals, they make sure that your intuition pathway is clear. Okay, all right, so now there are three most important things that you must know before you buy crystals, whether you're buying from me or you're buying from somebody else. Firstly, please, make sure that you are kind of doing a little research before you buy any crystal, and make sure that you're buying original crystal, because a lot of people who are selling fake ones out there, even few reputed websites are doing that. Because it happened with few of my clients in the past, so I know. Secondly, how one crystal benefits one person, it might not benefit another person the same way. Why? Because see, all of us have different energy systems, different blockages, different intensity of issues. Just like how one medicine will not solve all the health issues in the world. You eat medicine according to your diagnosis, your illness, right? So same logic applies here. See, the most common example of this is rose quartz crystal. How world over, people try to market it as love crystal, and I'm sure most of you must have tried wearing it, at least once to attract love in your life. But did it work for all of you? No. Why? Because rose quartz might not be your love crystal. It might be your career crystal. Let's say I'm wearing, clear quartz over here. If this clear quartz is helping me financially, the same clear quartz can help you romantically. Right? So if you do not know which crystal is good for you and for what purpose, don't worry. You message me on my crystal Instagram page. I will take your details. I will meditate on your energies, and I will let you know which crystal is good for you. Right? Thirdly, please buy crystals only after they're charged with your specific energies. Now, why this is important? See, crystals, they have the tendency to come, to connect with the energies it comes across. Now, let's say I come across so many people every day, so my crystal will try to connect with everyone, but I don't want that. Why? Because this way all of its powers are now scattered, but I want all of its powers to be focused only on me, to work only for me. Now, how do I ensure that? I ensure that by carrying out certain intense rituals, making a connection with the energies of the crystal and my energy, so that it is always focused only on me. Now, let me tell you, not everyone can do these rituals, guys, because again, I come across people trying to sell crystals by saying buy from us, they're charged by us. You need to ask these people, charged of what and charged of whose energies? Have they taken your details? Do they know your blockages? Have they meditated on your energies? No. If no, then no, the crystal is not charged and it's of no use to you, right? See, guys, one thing I can promise you 1000% that crystals have the power to change your life, but you have to be responsible towards them. They're not fashionable jewelries, okay? They are living entities who are always listening to you, protecting you, guiding you, supporting you, taking care of you. They are your guardians, okay? So have faith in them, right? All right, Scorpio. So one card from this deck, and we'll see what extra message universe has for Scorpio here. Let's see here. Okay. So, all right. So we have the message as get more information, right? And I think you're already doing that. I already told you in the starting that a lot of you have questions in your mind that why this person is doing this, and they are not opening up. We saw with 9 of earth, they are kind of ignoring you. With 4 of earth, they're keeping close to your heart, and any kind of impulsive decision can backfire, because if you will also come into their energy and take an impulsive decision that okay, they're ignoring me, you know, I'm also gonna take revenge, okay, because Scorpios, they do have the energy of revenge, okay. So if you'll come into that energy and you'll also stop talking to them, trust me, you know, a big like mess can be made over here, because they'll find an excuse to escape, and when they'll come, they'll kind of gaslight you that you did wrong, you ruined the connection. I never said that I'm walking away, I just needed a break, like I told you. So please be patient, make sure you're getting your answers, okay. And even if you have to take a stand for yourself, take it in a dignified way, like you did with the Empress, okay, and not just running away, not just, you know, you also kind of fuck off and I don't care. No, not that, not that. We're not going into that energy. Get more information, understand what is bothering them, and they will open up with the Queen of Water. The moment, you know, you will come into the dignified energy, they will open up. But the purpose has to be to get more information, because the moment you guys are now transparent with each other, it will only give them courage, okay, to be more vulnerable with you, and that vulnerability will create more deeper connection, and we'll achieve this 4 of fire. All right, guys, so that's it for today. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, then please subscribe this channel. Also comment here. Please comment here. Please let me know how much these readings are resonating with you, you know, what all you're going through. Because see, the moment you type your story here, you make an energetic connection with me, because at the end of the day, everything is energy. And when I'm doing my healings and my own personal meditations, of course, the energies, the positive energies goes out. And if you're connected with me, they go out to you. So take benefit of that, right? Also, like and share the video. And for the people who want to book their personal readings with me, you guys should contact me on Instagram. Also on Instagram, every morning prediction for the day is posted, and every day one person is picked up for a free detailed reading. So if you guys are interested, I would be putting the links both for my tarot Instagram page and my crystal Instagram page in the description box below. You can check it out, okay? So I'll see you guys again very soon. Till then, please take care of yourself. God bless you. Bye.